Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back for our very first video of 2024. We took a little break in
Yeah, heck after
January.
that.
Exactly, the break was kind of cool because I got the opportunity to like watch a lot of stuff. I rewatched a
Mhm.
lot of stuff. Do you know how many times I've watched the third season of Picard? Probably like 7 times already.
Mhm.
And I've watched the second season of Foundation again, and I was just watching a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of old classic films. It was just like, okay,
Mhm.
cool. Everything is cool.
Yeah, I've been watching movies and a couple TV shows.
Mhm.
You gotta watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's an excellent show. It's really
Really?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've
We'll
been
talk about
watch.
it offline, but
Yeah, I've been watching Criminal Record on Apple TV. Wow, that show is
mhm.
dope. The English show, like
Yeah,
suspense drama. It's pretty cool. Maybe even a thriller. I don't know, but it's a pretty good show.
there's some good stuff out there right now. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
some
trash, but there's some good things
It's a
out there.
lot of trash out there, but it's some good stuff. It's a lot of trash. I mean, hopefully, this with the writer strike and everything being over, hopefully the content will get better. We will
They gotta
see.
catch up though. It's gonna be like
Yes,
another year before they're fully up to speed.
exactly. So, it's kind of fitting that this is our first video of 2024. This is Thursday, February 8th. And Halo
Mhm.
came out with season number 2. So that's what we're reviewing today. They gave us 2 episodes for season 2. Sanctuary
Mhm.
was the first episode, Sword was the second episode. And so we're going to talk about that and see what we think about these 2 episodes. Um, I'm not going to do any IMDb because it's so early. Thus far it
There's
looks
nothing in
like
there proper.
yeah, thus far it looks like with maybe 200 or 300 like reviews that both
Mhm.
episodes are getting like above an 8.0. So I would agree with that.
Yeah, visually I thought it was just okay. It wasn't spectacular, but the Spartans when they're in uniform fighting and doing Spartan stuff was cool.
Yeah.
I as a Halo fan, could play all the games. I was like, yes, more of this. Give me more of this.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't need the dialogue between commander, whatever, because that's not in the game. That's not what the game's about. The game's about Master Chief.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
whenever Master Chief is in uniform fighting, like that the very beginning scene when he's fighting 30 elites, I was like, F yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Mhm.
Give me this. This is what I
Yeah.
want. This is what all Halo fans want.
You know,
So yeah.
the whole crew is back. You have Master Chief, you have Riz, you have Kai, you have Vanek, you have Soren. You even have Quan and Hosey. Quan made an
On the
appearance.
low. On
You
the low
know,
though.
yeah, and,
She
and
was crying and screaming.
and she was not, and she's sort of like matured a little bit. Let's hope that like translate throughout the entire season because
We'll
Quan can be a little bit pouty at times.
we'll
Um,
see. We'll
yeah,
see.
we will see. What was really interesting to me about these first 2 episodes was when
Silver Squad,
Silvertinia,
whatever.
when they're doing Halo type stuff, that's the show, right? All these
Yes.
backstories. I get the backstories. I would not spend a whole bunch of time on the backstories. I definitely want to see what's going on with Halsey and
Mhm.
and what even may happen with Riz because everyone apparently took their chips out and now they can feel
Mhm.
pain and everything else. I don't know what that's going to do with the Spartans. But I did realize that, you know
Yeah.
what? The show, the CGI isn't like 100%. It's not super great, right?
No.
And parts of the show felt like just a regular old CW TV show as well. It's just like, oh, okay, this looks, just the way it was colorized and the whole nine. I was like, oh, okay, but still, overall, I did enjoy the first 2 episodes. I'm glad that
Mhm.
they gave us 2 up front. The other thing is this, and I want to ask you this question. So season 1 came out in 2022. Here we are now in 2024. Do you lose any
Why not?
luster with the time in between the first and second season? And again, knowing that there was a writer strike, but do you lose any luster between those two episodes? This is almost 2 years.
Yeah. Okay, like I'm a diehard Halo fan just in general.
Hmm.
Like I was looking at all the Halo games I have down on my next to my TV. So like I want to see this thing done right with some care and loving and affection. So I'm like, if they took 2 years off and tweak some stuff and make some things better, then I'm okay with the wait. And it feels like they did fix some things. But my biggest problem with it is that they're trying to humanize the Spartans, and you can't.
Yeah.
Spartans are Spartans are aliens to everybody else. They're enormous, like 9 feet tall, 8 feet tall. They're giants. They don't fit in. They don't belong there. The regular Spartans threes. Everybody's scared of them. That's the point. These guys, you got a battle squad, and you're standing next to a guy that's like 9 feet tall,
Yeah.
and you're like, what am I doing here? Let this guy handle it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are naturally fearful of them because of how big they are and how powerful they are, and so like that's not conveyed on the show at all. And when they take their uniforms off, they just look like regular people
They
and
do.
eating Tostitos or like having a burrito with some family. Like that's
Exactly. Yeah.
no,
Hmm.
you're never supposed to see their face because everybody's scared of them. They think they're robots or something. They don't know what they are.
Yeah.
That's not drawn through. So that element of making them human is dumb. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. You need to quit it.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than that, I'm okay. Like the storylines with
Hmm.
humans aspect of it, with the storylines, I'm okay with that.
Hmm.
That's fine. Let them do all the heavy lifting for the story. And the Spartans are supposed to be a mystery. You're not supposed to know who made them, how they got made, how hard it was, how many are left, because a lot of them died in the process. Because you think about it, you got a regular person that's like 6'1", 5'10", and you'll make this dude 9 feet tall, 300 pounds. Like that's an effort.
With an 8 pack, you know.
Yes, that's to say it's the effort. There's
Hmm.
supposed to be some kind of a mystique to it,
Yeah.
and that's what's
Mhm.
missing.
But
Because
they
when
they kill a
you're
lot of
supposed to
people in the
haul
process,
ass,
though, too, right?
yes,
Hmm.
you're supposed to haul ass when you see a giant 9 feet tall person come by,
Yeah, for real.
holding holding a bazooka that fits on the back of a tank. He's carrying it on his shoulder like what? Like
Mhm.
it's supposed to be fearful, and they just made it so they got to make you human for acting. But no, and stop taking your helmet off. That's the
Yeah.
other thing.
Okay, let me ask you this because you're a Halo person.
Mm,
So the Covenant is just like icing planets, the whole nine. Like, what are they
yeah.
getting out of this? Out of like just destroying all types of like mankind other than themselves. What do they get out of that if all these planets are completely destroyed? I mean, how do they evolve if they're killing everything off?
They're just trying to kill humans.
Hmm.
Humans are a pest to them. But the Covenant is basically a group of alien species that are all working together on behalf of these other aliens that are called prophets.
Hmm.
And the prophet aliens believe if they get to this thing called a halo ring, that it'll make them uh, transcend humanity or transcend life and become gods.
Okay.
But really, what's really it's there for is that if this halo ring goes off, it can destroy all life in the universe. They don't know that. I think maybe one or two of the prophets know that. Everybody else has no idea what these things are for.
Hmm.
It's like the most dangerous weapon in the universe.
Wow.
If one of the rings goes off, it'll wipe off all human life, bugs, trees, you name it, everything's gone. So there's a worse enemy called the flood, and that we're not gonna find out about that yet.
Mm,
But that's the
okay.
real enemy of the universe is the flood, and
Okay.
everybody's against it, but they don't know about it yet. It's like it's a hidden thing, and they're gonna come up after Reach, the end of Reach. They're gonna come across this thing called a flood. It's like a virus,
Wow.
and it's got this hive mind. It is sick. It's like a zombie virus. It turns you into these kind of animal things. It's
Mm.
crazy. I can't wait. As a fan, I can't wait.
So
It's gonna look sick.
so you know we have a new person in charge of the ONI, Ackerman. It's something really interesting about him, and
Mhm.
you know I'm looking at him and I'm like I don't know if he's a villain or I mean because
Everybody's villain.
yeah,
That's the thing. Anybody in Omni or the government, they're all villains.
right.
There's no good people in the Halo universe with a suit on or in power. They're all bad guys across the
So
board.
so okay, if that's the case, right? So how does Reach survive if he doesn't understand that, you know what? Just you know, the silver
Reach ain't gonna
team,
make it.
Reach
I'm
is
gonna
not
tell you right now. Reach ain't gonna make it. It's gonna be a tough
so
day for Reach.
so I mean, what are they gonna go off to another planet once Reach is has been iced or what?
Most of the planet's gonna die. All the humans on there, most of it, like 90% is done for. They're maybe gonna get a couple people off. Reach ain't gonna make it.
So, you know, I had to ask you this question offline. It's just like, okay, so if Reach is destroyed in the TV world sense, you know, not like in a
Mhm,
video game world sense, right? If in the TV world sense, Reach is destroyed, right?
mhm.
Isn't that the end of the show?
No, there's other planets. There's a lot of other planets. The Halo universe is huge.
Right, but Reach is like the home base, the headquarters, the HQ, right?
Mhm.
Right. So there aren't any other planets that has like the capabilities of Reach, the defenses of Reach, anything like that. Just how
No,
the planet has been built up. So even if Reach
the
is
army,
destroyed,
the army's spread across the universe.
right? Okay.
So it's
Mhm.
not just on Reach. The
Okay.
reserves are on Reach or whatever, but the actual
Right.
army is in space defending things. So
Right.
they're gonna team up and get back together and fight
Mhm.
back.
But
So
society
Reach
is
has
on Reach, right?
yeah. Reach is basically like say America.
Okay. Right.
Well, like if America got destroyed, you still got Russia, you got China. There's a bunch of other planets that are doing things.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
so, in that kind of universe, Reach is like America, but the rest of the world is still good. So there's a bunch of
Mm.
other planets and other stuff that's there, but like the spaceships are out. They're in space. They're not on the planet.
Right.
So it's a bad it put like it's a bad day. It's a very bad day, but it kind of forces them to because the thing about Reach is there's a few people that understand what's going on. Most people have no idea what the Covenant is. Like that's what they're trying to show in the episode 2 when they're trying to get these people out of there. Most people have no idea that the Covenant even exists. They've never seen it. They just heard people talking about it, but they're like, yeah, whatever. We got Spartans. We got some other stuff. We're good to go. We don't need to
Mhm.
worry. Everybody's got this false sense of security that everything's good. They don't have to worry about nothing, but they do have to worry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to worry about in that universe.
Exactly. So, what do you think about how Soren was set up? I mean, he was like, "Hey, you know, I'm trying to find Halsey because there's a bounty on her head. He wants to collect the, you know,
Mhm.
the bands and whatnot." And then
I don't like the Soren character. I gotta be honest. I do not like
he's
him.
like,
I
I
like the
don't,
I like Woodbine. I just don't like
yeah,
the Soren
like I love
character.
Woodbine, right? But you know what? I'm trying to figure out, even from season one, like, why was he introduced? What is his purpose? Why is he here? You know?
He's supposed to be an ex Spartan because there's different versions of Spartans. There's the giant 8 feet tall Spartans.
Hmm.
Then there's regular Spartans that are like regular humans.
Hmm.
And they're enhanced, so they'll be faster, but they just don't grow them because the growing thing was a mitigated disaster.
Yeah.
Too many people died
I saw
in the
that in the
process.
first season.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
too many
Well,
kids died, you know, during the
yeah,
process. It was
kids.
crazy. Hmm.
That's the other thing that annoys me about this thing is that when the Spartans take their helmets off, they're supposed to be like 13, 15. They're kids still. They made kids into 8 feet tall soldiers. That's why they can't talk because they got kids' voices.
Wow. So
That's
they
the thing.
changed
Like
a lot
everybody's
here. Hmm.
evil. The stuff they did to these kids is evil, evil. So
Right.
they're supposed to be young still. There's a couple older ones, but generally they're young.
So who arrested Soren? Was that like just the military police force from Reach, or
Yeah,
does he?
they got
Mhm.
secret police. They got
Okay.
a bunch of stuff going on down there.
Okay,
There's different
so
versions, I think.
so that was sort of a silly move for him because he went to this, because again he wanted this like
Hmm.
bounty, the money from this bounty of Halsey, and he
Yeah,
just took this guy's like word, like someone he never met before, went off
he
into
didn't
this
have
other
he didn't
planet,
have
the
any
whole nine,
proof.
nothing.
I was watching this show. I'm like, what the dude? You're smarter than this.
He had no
You're a trained
proof.
soldier
He had no backup plan, no plan B. It's just like, dude, you're going out here with this cat on a wreck ship, and
by
you
yourself
and
with
here's
this
the thing,
knucklehead.
right? Here's the thing.
The accent. He has an
Here,
accent.
here's the thing, right? He thought that the guy was telling him that, check this out, Halsey was in a box, right?
Yeah,
In
the
a
entire time,
box.
from the perspective of how he presented it, the entire time he was talking, I thought she was in like a coffin or something, or like some kind of, like some kind of whatever thing to sleep in it.
Hmm.
I forgot what they're called. Cryogenic thing.
Yeah,
She's
right. Hmm.
in a cryogenic thing, and she's sleeping. And you get there, he's like, "What the? You're on the bridge. Why would she be on the bridge? She'd be in like some kind of holding room
Right.
or something." None of that made any sense. I don't.
Yeah.
I think they reworked that script like 40 times, and they came up with that real quick. And you're like, "Oh, let's go."
Because
None of it made sense.
when they got to the bridge, everything was open, like stuff was flying into space and everything. And I'm
Yeah,
like, and then when I saw the case, I was like, wait a minute. She was hemmed up in this case for all this time and she's still alive. I'm like, there's something going on here, dude. There's something going on here.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it just didn't make any
That's
sense.
silly.
It didn't make any
It's
sense at
silly.
all. Okay, so now you have Quan. I mean, right
She's
now,
digging in the cave.
right
She's
now,
cave digging.
right now, Quan hasn't given us the Quantize yet. But
She
what
still
do you
got a
think?
bad haircut.
She's still, I think she probably spoke to the directors and everyone else, the showrunners, and said, "Listen, I'm getting killed online. You know, I'm whiny. You guys got to give me an adult role. Come on, please. I still think that even though she's like really whiny and she wasn't this season thus far, right?
So
I,
far,
it's
don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
I know, right?
You don't know.
Do you think she may have a major role in all this or what?
Yes, she's gonna
Hmm.
be in the show. The second I saw her, I was like, I know she ain't going nowhere.
She's not going anywhere. Master Chief, he's him and Ackerman are battling, and he's just like, I don't understand why Ackerman wants to just take his team offline. It's just like, dude, this is the best team you have. This is the only team. It seems to me that, and it would not surprise me, I'm making a prediction right now, that
Mhm.
Ackerman may be part of the Covenant. I'm just putting it out there.
Nah, there should be any overlap between humans and Covenant. None.
What about
Zero.
Maki?
She's not supposed to be a part of anything. She doesn't exist.
Yeah, but she's human.
In the
She's
game.
alive now.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying in the game, she don't exist. She's
Right.
not a thing. There's
But
no Covenant. They don't have any secret people working on their behalf. They think humans are beneath them. So like, it's not like, let's get in here, human, help us go get to the bottom. They don't care. They're beneath them. They have
wow.
elites, which the elites are the ones that are fighting at the beginning of the show,
Yeah.
and they're top. These top shelf soldiers. They're super smart. They're fast. They're agile. They're invisible. They got swords. They don't need nobody. They don't need your
Yeah.
help.
For real.
That's
Hmm.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't view that. I mean, for the showrunners, because they're running out of ideas, possibly that could be a thing. But I just generally, the people in charge of stuff are either evil. I wouldn't say incompetent, but I would say indifferent about human struggling. So like they would send like a whole platoon down to die over something, and be like, all right, whatever. That's the attitude. They don't care.
Right.
So
But
I,
but but why did Ackerman send, like, Master Chief gave him like the blueprint, like, listen, you send, Cobalt over here, they're gonna get killed. Ackerman still sent them. Why? Why did he send them? Why? Why do you think he sent them?
that sending them, I don't understand
You know?
because the way they wrote it, it didn't make any sense. But like generally, humans do not believe the Covenant is a problem yet. This is
Wow.
pre-Reach. So when Reach happens, Reach is like Pearl Harbor. Like
Even
it's a
worse.
game changing thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, but worse. But like it's a game changing thing that affects how humans are dealing with it. Because before it's on the outer reach, some of the planets out way out there, so they're like losing maybe like a couple thousand people on this planet. Like they don't care. It's not a big
Hmm.
deal. It's not effective. When it hit reach, it was like, oh snap, we got a problem. So that it changed everybody's attitude towards the covenant. Most people don't even know the covenant exists inside the government. Like
Wow.
that's how bad it is. And they're like, if it does exist, it's a minor problem. We don't have to worry about it because they haven't seen any of this stuff happen before. Like they're
Right.
hearing about glassing a planet, but they're like, this on the outside. They're not coming inside. Don't have to worry
So
about it.
so it seems like to me that the covenant is like way more technologically advanced than like the folks on
Yeah.
reach when by any stretch of the imagination. um so
Yeah.
I don't
They
understand
didn't they
that.
didn't create the technology though. They just stole it.
Wow,
There's
that's true.
there's
Hmm.
other beings in this universe that are
Okay.
way more powerful.
Okay.
And then you don't have to worry about that until like Halo 5.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. So let me ask you this here. So we have Cortana, right? So she's still online and like Ackerman is using her. Where
Mhm.
do you see Cortana, Ackerman, and Halsey? Because it seems like Halsey just she's got something up her sleeve, but it seems like they have a shield around her. She really can't do anything. You know,
Yeah.
why is he
They
using
effed up
why is he using
they
Cortana?
they effed up the Cortana storyline. Because all the Spartans are supposed to get their little AI thing. Like everybody gets it. And it's supposed to just help you with navigation and tell
Yeah.
you, hey, you
Hmm.
got 3 bullets left. What are you gonna do
Hmm.
now? Like it's
Right.
just it's like Suri. Everyone's
Mm.
supposed to get it. They wrecked it when they tried to take over his body. I don't know what the hell that was. So I think that they're trying to get Cortana away from Master Chief and kind of refurbish the storyline because they effed it up so bad initially. Because it's not Cortana is not supposed to be a big deal. She's useful. Like there's AI all over the place doing things. So it's not like it's not like how they presented it in the show. Like it was dumb what they did. It was really dumb. They effed
Okay.
it up.
Okay, so we are talking about Halo season 2. They gave us 2 episodes. The first episode was Sanctuary. The second episode was Sword. So
A vast improvement over
uh,
season one. Vast, in my
yes,
opinion.
I think so as well, because story one, I mean, I'm like, listen, I never played the game. I've never seen the
Mhm.
game, so I'm totally into this sort of sci fi, this sort of spacey sort of
Yeah.
stuff is kind of cool. Um,
Mhm.
so, thus far, we're 2 episodes in for season 2. Just give it an overall rating. What are you rating like what you've seen thus far?
I wasn't mad at it. I give like 7.5, almost an 8.
Hmm.
Because like when the Spartans are in uniform doing Spartan things, show was great.
Yeah.
I was like, I like this. When they take them out of uniform and they got some Spanish food, I
Yeah.
was like, this is some trash. I don't like this.
I was just
Guys having fun eating dinner with some regular people. Like, what are you doing? Dude, you
like,
can't get off the base. You're
like
eight
having
feet tall.
like having fun, like making like jokes and everything.
No.
Um,
Basically, here's the thing that you gotta understand. Master Chief does not crack jokes. He talks straightforward. He's like, hey, there's a pelican that just crashed 3 feet down here. That's it. They're like, hey, Master Chief, we need help. He's like, okay, I'll go check it out. That's it. That's the level of dialogue he has. And
yeah,
things though, it's written like that because you're supposed to picture yourself as being Master Chief. The Master Chief's not supposed to be a dude that you can see his head and whatever. You're never supposed to know what he looks like. All the video games, comic books, everything that's ever written about him, it's a vague character that's like, he fits all styles of stuff and he looks like what I'm saying? Like he's a vague person on purpose so that you can get the feeling of put yourself in his place, which is fine. But like for the show, they decided to take these things out and change it around, which is like it's a bad move. There's a guy who does the Master Chief voice. They should have got him to do his voice. and never take his helmet off.
Yeah.
The
It's
show would be
almost like
better for
it's
that.
almost like the Mandalorian taking his helmet off. It's like you're not a Mandalorian anymore. I mean, why are you taking your helmet off?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is. Exactly.
I'm going to give thus far what we've seen with 2 episodes. I'm going to give it an 8. I think you make a really
Mhm.
good point that when the Spartans are doing Spartan things, the show is better. Even when they're
show
like
is better.
practicing, even when he had Riz up there trying to get her to, just get her strength back
Dude, I
up
was
and
excited. I was
everything.
like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah, but what's really interesting to me is like, so Master Chief and his team, that's only 4 people, right?
Yeah, it's a small team.
Okay,
4 or
so
6.
right. So this is the best team out there, right? When he was on a planet, he was surrounded by like 30 Covenant like elite soldiers, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, how can a team of 4, the best of the best, even deal with the Covenant? I don't even
When
see
you're playing a
that.
game, it's thousands of them on a spaceship with just you.
Yeah.
You got a little wreck shop
Yeah.
by yourself.
So,
Some
I mean,
rocket launchers and
right.
whatever.
But how do you translate that from video game, one person Swiss cheese and a million people, into like real life, into like, like a TV series,
Well, here's the thing, like you wouldn't be in a room full of elites.
Right.
It'll be like two on the planet or whatever, or two in a fighting area.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be 40 of them. That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Um,
But he was
most of the
surrounded by
people
30
do.
though, when he was on a
Yeah, I know.
planet. Mhm.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
It'll be a couple of them because you don't need a couple of them. They're running the show, so it'll be like jackals or so small like the grunts.
Yeah.
That's who would be out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
So you can light up the jackal and the grunts all day.
Right.
Take 20 bill if you're done.
Yeah.
That's who you would see. And then you get to an end of a boss area and it'll be elite there. It wouldn't be just all elites.
Okay.
That makes no sense. But I think they did it because it looks cool.
Mhm.
But logically, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 because, excuse me, it just looks interesting. Like I said, the CGI isn't great. There were some like TV
They cut back
series.
from last season.
Yeah,
They
there
said
were some
less money.
TV series moments where it just felt like this could have been just like something on, CW or something like that. But
Mhm.
thus far, I like what's going on. I like the different planets. I like what they're doing. I think like I would love to see what's going on with Halsey, because there is a battle brewing between Halsey and Ackerman. And I think Halsey's gonna like take control of one of those like replicas that Ackerman keeps sending to Halsey, who bleeds. I think she's gonna
Yeah.
take control of one of them and then just like have this whatever it is, like do something to, get back into like the graces with the ONI or something like that. So
I like Holly. She's a great character.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
an
yeah.
evil scumbag,
Mhm.
and she's not hiding it. She's not pretending.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a good person. No, I'm
Exactly.
evil. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like that.
Hold on to that.
And it also goes to show you that, this new Ackerman guy, like, I think I want Halsey back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Halsey's better.
Yeah.
But Halsey's got to do improvements to the suit. She's got to help him with some other stuff. So it's a bunch of things going on in the future. But I like Halsey as a character. I like that she's manipulative, and she's got scumbag vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. I like her too, man. Well, Keo gave Halo Season 2, the first 2 episodes, a 7.5. I gave it an 8. Looking forward to this. Do you think that this is something you want to review episodically?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Well, there you have it. Again, I gave it an 8. Keo gave it a 7.5. That's Halo, the second season. Looking forward to it after 2 years. It is here. And I'm all in. Keo's all in. We're going to take a look. We're going to come back weekly and give you some reviews on what's going on. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.